Shadow of the day goes to Braxton Wise. Okay, let's see. Every turn on turn start, play a copy of the last card the opponent played. This unit will always target Meve's leftmost unit. Okay. Who's the lowest ally by the power? The highest ally. Damage the highest unit on the battlefield by up to 15, then boost the lowest unit by 15. So if I would play this, it would damage it by 15 and boost one of mine by this one by 15. But it would then do the same. Every turn on turn start, play a copy of the last card the opponent played. Who's the lowest ally by the power of the highest ally? Well, let's see. Let's do it anyway, just to see how everything works. Last two. Okay. Now let's play this. Now what if I played this again? That would be at 11. And there we would be at... I could do this now. We're at 9. I think I know what I need to do. I think I at least have an idea on how to solve it. This is a tricky one though. So I think starting with this makes sense. And then doing this makes sense. Now what if I do this and damage my own? Okay. Yeah, no, that didn't work either. Ugh. Because I think what I need to do, like this rune stone, I think is the key to it. I think that the start is correct. The question is just... Oh, right, because he said that he always attacks the leftmost unit. That is something that I missed. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That is the one detail that I missed. That the card says that they will always attack the leftmost unit. So when I use this, again, I think the start is correct. Now we boost this by this. So what I can do now the next. Now I can attack this one with all 8 damage. Because now he will attack this one with 8 damage. Then I will use this one, which put this to 9. The adjacent unit that puts this to 8. Now he will use this again. This will put this to 8 and this to 8 as well. That is what I need. Because now this damages the strongest unit and we won the puzzle. Nice! We did a thing, the Devana runestone we get. Let's see. What is that about? Spawn 3 copies of a Death Wish unit on the battlefield destroyed. I don't think I have many Death Wish units. Nice! Success! Milady, we've searched the enemy's camp. The tents are spattered in blood and shield lies scattered on the grass, but there's no sign of any of the bodies. We also found a map tucked inside one of the chests. It appears the Nilfgaardian buried their regimental safe as if they had expected danger and knew not whether they'd return. Show the map. Okay. Some camp. Where might that be? Probably here. So we'll check that out after we loot this little camp. I was successful. Anything here? Somewhere here. Where exactly was the... There's the marker. There we go. Good chunk of money. I like it. You're flying through the puzzles today. Way better puzzle day than last time.
Your Majesty?
What?
Are you well?
Yes. Yes, but the stench.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Another puzzle up ahead. Now that I said it, probably I will get stuck at this puzzle. The Blackcats quickly realized they were in no position to control all of Angren. Instead, they focused their energies on strategically important locations, inns, watchtowers, and bridges. They fought with the Lyrian army on one of them, Westperly Bridge. Who were the victors, you ask? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Destroy all enemy units. Use your leader's ability. Okay. Let's see what this puzzle has to offer. Okay. They have no abilities, okay. In one charge. Damage an enemy and all enemies with the same power by 1. Damage a unit by 4 if it was destroyed. Repeat this ability. Reduces Meve's cooldown to 0. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Then trigger all allies loyal ability. Okay. So I feel... I see. This.
Don't you worry yourself to grace. We'll get it done in no time.
Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Yeah. Solved it! This card has been added to your army and can be found in the command tab. Marching orders. Okay. Let's have a look. Marching orders. Yeah. Reduces Meve's cooldown to 0. I mean, that's pretty good. Can be pretty good. I will consider it. More loot. Because loot is good.
Meve stood waiting while her scouts cut through the tangled branches and roots that had overgrown the trail through the swamp. Suddenly, a soldier doubled over and began to retch blood. The same symptoms soon afflicted others in her ranks.
A potent poison,
was the medic's verdict. It seemed all those who'd fallen ill had shared a tent. One night, they'd chattered about an obelisk they'd destroyed and the group of incensed peasants who'd cursed them for it. Fearing for their lives, the footman had gone to a local herbalist. She'd brewed them a potion to ward off black magic.
These idiots.
Alas, the concoction had proved poisonous, while the herbalist had vanished without a trace. Happily, Isbel concocted an antidote in time to deliver the soldiers from a certain and agonizing
so I
death.
guess if we wouldn't have had
the mage explained their misfortune had
Isbel
not issued
around,
from a dark,
she couldn't
corrupt
have
force,
saved them.
but from simple human wickedness. Her calming voice and gentle smile lifted the soldiers' spirits.
Turned out pretty
Trusting
okay.
in her care, they soon wholly forgot the so-called curse.
That's pretty good. Guess that could have been way worse. Okay. Let's grab the loot and have a look on the map. So we have to go there. Which means I will go this way first.
Meve rode at the front, her eyes fixed on the ground, and thus spotted the pit masked by leaves and branches. She tugged hard on her reins and steered her mount to the side. Alas, the cavalryman behind her did not follow her lead. Leaves rustled, boughs snapped, and the horseman crashed to the pit's bottom, snapping his neck. Moments later, it was clear who'd set the trap, when the forest came alive and a cry rang out.
Oh boy. Meve's father used to tell her that a true soldier does not set traps, that pits are the tools of brigands, poachers, and cowards. It seems fathers in Nilfgaard teach no such lessons. Meve spurred on her horse, jumping over the sharpened stakes before her, and headed over to the pitfall's architects. Shortened battle. Ta-da. Okay. This can be useful. That's not too bad. Let's take this.
It's a trap! Rally to me!
It's a trap!
Ennard Fane!
Okay. It's not a good start.
Wise choice.
Okay. Explode them! Yes, I'm trying to. Hello, Zora. How are you doing?
Why?
What is this?
Alba!
Disgraced warrior? Disgraced brawler? What's going on here? How are you doing, Zora? Order damage an enemy by the total number of enemy units. Order. Force an enemy to damage Disgraced Warrior by its power, then damage the enemy by Disgraced Warrior's power. Death Wish. Strengthen all other Skellige allies in hand, deck, or on the battlefield. Damage self by 2, enemies by 3. Okay. I don't know where they came from.
Can't get our asses moving.
We have them now.
Order!
Okay, I guess. Hope you had a good start into the week, Zara.
Your life is mine now.
Rude.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
It's okay, been busy, but that's a good problem to have. And that's good to hear. That you're overall doing well. And the turn. Glad that you stopped by. looking decent here.
Tuvi ni gloire!
Can't take it anymore. El Herzer.
Oops, didn't really want to do that.
A highly curious case.
No, we're still on our way towards Caldwell. Still on our way. Problem is that our ranks are full here right now. That's a bit of an issue. Okay. It's a little bit better.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Oh, and they passed. So we won this. Because that guy is a butt, for sure. We are trying to get there. That is why we fight our way through this hideous
Caught between
swamp.
Lyrian hammer and Skelligan stone, Nilfgaard was shattered, destroyed. The victors now stood eyeing each other. These islanders were not like those Meve had met before. They wore no armor and carried no shields. At their fore stood a man as stout as an ox and bald as an ancient ghoul. His men called him Arnulf, the patricide.
I thank you for your aid, Arnulf.
Said Meve, extending a hand.
Aid, she says. Aid? Do you hear that, mates?
The Skelligers exchanged glances, then erupted in roaring laughter.
Not here to help yous, not at all. We're after killing.
Join me and you shall have your fill.
Join nuisance? Just who the hell are you?
Meve, Queen of Rivia and Lyria.
Meve.
Arnulf said, his tone sobering.
I know the name. Lippy Goodman called ye bold, praised your courage
Yes.
to the high heaven. So be it. We'll follow you into fire, wench.
Nice.
Just let us taste of blood. Grant us a death worthy of heroes.
Meve couldn't help but smile, then nodded to accept. The
You have new
Lyrians stepped
friends?
aside as tattooed warriors joined their ranks.
Arnulf, the patricide. Dagur, two blades. Disgraced brawler. Disgraced warrior. Nice. We have new friends again. Let's see what their abilities are. Damage an enemy by the total number of enemy units. Okay, now we have... Let's get him. Dagur, two blades. Play a Skellige unit from your graveyard. Force an enemy to damage Disgraced Warrior by its power, then damage that enemy by Disgraced Warrior's power. Let's get them over here. Kind of like this. Let's restructure our army a little bit. Let's kick out the dwarves. The sappers are not really great either, I feel. Oh no, the slingers I do want to have. War wagon though. War wagon can go. There's bomber, arbalist. One of them can go. Two of them can go. One of the Wagenburgs can go. One of them can go. Okay, I think that is a good mix. Word of your exploits have reached Ireland. Yes, I think they are supposed to be Nordic somehow, even if the sound is Scottish. I mean, they are Nordic, but I guess if you have a English voice game, you have to find a way to do that. I mean, we like to recruit some murderers. That's nice. That's fine. Let's grab this wood as well. Just some happy little murderers in our rows. What's to say against that? All right. Well, actually, there are Skellige Islands which are Irish. I suppose they were settled by Vikings at some point. Let's assume, yeah. Okay, what else do we have? Bloodcarn.
The scouts rode at the fore, with Meve right behind them. Their task, to find safe passage for the rest of the force. One among them probed for the quagmire's depth, a pole of 5 ells in hand. Suddenly, all heard a loud clang. The scouts dismounted, then heaved a bronze statue from the mire. Once it was cleaned of slime and muck, Meve instantly recognized its elven handiwork. The sculpture was exceedingly well preserved, save one detail. Someone had removed its face, leaving a black hole in its stead.
Search the environs,
Ordered Meve. Amongst some brambles, they discovered the entrance to a vast tomb.
Okay.
Its doors had been torn open. On the ground before them lay scattered bones, some yellowed with age, others fresh, cracked and tattered from having been gnawed.
Enter it.
Meve stood silent
Let's
and
play Tomb
contemplating
Raider.
at the tomb's threshold. Then, torch in hand, she entered and waded into fetid waters.
Viking
Her soldiers
pirates.
followed close, arms at the ready, a nervous sweat on their brows. Frescoes on the tomb walls depicted Angren swamps and the beasts that prowled them. 2 words were inscribed over the largest of the horrors: Gwern Iker. Suddenly, a roar thundered from deeper inside the tomb. Meve turned from the frescoes to see monstrous eyes blazing in the dark.
Not good. Battle! To whom had this half-sunken, ivy-strewn tomb belonged? No one in recent memory could say for sure. The elves who built the structure had fled Angren in centuries past. The locals now only knew it as the final resting place for a great warrior, a defender of the marshes against an ancient evil. And eliminate the ancient feat, special rules, and shorten the battle. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have blood. Blood. That's good. Let's go for
to me!
damage.
Will not die this day!
What? Colossal Fiend? 250. Every 2 turns on turn start, banish a random enemy unit and spawn a phantasm. 250? What? Okay.
We got a job to do.
I smell a leak.
Return a unit to that was banished and damage Colossal Fiend by 3 times that unit's power. Okay, I see. And now that makes a little more sense. Now, I want to play next.
Hey, I'm up here!
Fine.
Come on, kill me!
We have here. Didn't really want to play this card. Bit of a mistake, but let's see.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Oh no, now I moved it away from the fire. I make so many mistakes here. So many mistakes. What do I want here? Definitely want this one. This one.
That hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
My pain serves a purpose.
Move them around some more. And let's do that again. Nice. Not sure if we will actually beat this one. Wasn't bad, but
I think that's the last of them. But keep your weapons at the ready.
okay. Wasn't able to kill it, but at
In
least
her
we beat
torch's
it.
feeble glow, the queen examined the beast's corpse. She could not help but to shudder in disgust.
Perhaps it's better
She thought.
that we faced it in the dark.
At the corridor's end, they found a closed door. Before any could draw near, it opened with a crash. Beyond lay a circular room. Light shone through a hole in the chamber's ceiling, illuminating a stone pedestal and the sword that lay upon it.
The air in here, it crackles with magic,
whispered Isbel.
Okay.
Meve gripped the blade's hilt. A soothing
Do we now
warmth
have a
filled her
lightsaber?
arms and spread across her shoulders. Her tired muscles ceased trembling. Her fingers, stiff as sticks, relaxed. She brandished her prize, the air hissing as the blade sliced through it. She then nodded approvingly. The reward had been worth the risk.
And Granny Blade. Let's see. Let's see what that does. There. Shuffle an ally into the deck and play 2 cards from your deck. Then trigger all allies. Ooh. That's not too bad. Let's use it. Let's see how it actually plays in battle. Shall we? Nope. There's another question mark. Oh, we could have used Gobber there. Your Majesty, a wealth of gold and coins sits beneath these ruins. We can try to delve into it, but this will require time and the preparation of special equipment. What are the orders? Oh, let's do it. And some additional gold, okay. I think overall it was worth it. Then we have a shrine for our morale. That's nice. The puzzle. Let's do it. Nilfgaardian soldiers quickly realized that Angren is nothing short of a hellscape. That's why they did whatever possible to avoid being stationed there. As a result, the Empire's former outposts were largely staffed by outcasts, fresh recruits, and those at the mercy of the Nilfgaardian military tribunal. Destroy all enemy units. Hint: Meve is prepared to deliver the final blows. No, this is a puzzle, special rules, and custom deck. Damage a unit by 1, then trigger all allies' loyal ability. Increase the damage dealt by 1. Okay. Death Wish. Spawn a recruit in the same position. Transform a random recruit into an experienced general. Oh, I see. Forager. Destroy 2 cards to the right if they were units, boost self by their combined power. If they were artifacts, boost self. Mark an ally when it is destroyed. Move it to hand. Huh. I don't know.
Use it. Not sure for what just yet, but
oh, I see. I think I now.
Lyria!
I think I started that wrong. Let's do it. Yes. Restart. Okay, I think I will start with this. Then the next one I will do
Use it.
this.
Not sure for what just yet.
Then
Lyria!
use this. Then mark an ally when it is destroyed. Move it to hand. Oh, I didn't know that they are actually physical things. Physical card. Okay. So now
One gold's all I need.
destroy this.
Give me a target.
And we will do 4 damage.
Arbalista, your command. Armor wants it.
Lyria!
One gold.
Not quite, but I think I am on the right track here. I needed one more attack with Meve.
Lyria!
I'm not sure how to do it though. Now this one.
Oh, I'd be ashamed to let this beauty go to waste. One gold's all I need.
Ha!
Turn. Now I could play this one and the turn.
Give me a target.
Play this.
Arbalista, your command.
Ha!
Armor wants it.
This looks good.
One gold's all I need. Give me a target.
And there we go. Victory. Another puzzle solved. Okay. Okay, map found. That looks like it's here, right? Yeah. 600 gold, I'll take it. Some markers here, loot obviously here. Points of interest there. Colonel, I entrust to you a mission requiring the utmost discretion. Count Caldwell's usefulness to us is nearing its end. He must soon be removed, but in such a way as to avoid causing fear among our other allies in the north. Given the Count's well-known possession for wine and spirits, poison should prove most effective. We shall put the plan into action once Queen Meve is no longer an issue. It shouldn't be long now. Await my signal. So they are tired of Count Caldwell as well, so we have that in common at least. Let's go this way first. We have a stash there. Where's this leading? Oh. It's leading back. Looks like we can upgrade something. From the command 10. Recruitment cap. Upgraded. That's nice. Did we upgrade everything now? No, we need one more upgrade. Okay. I could add some of these. I think that's fine. That is fine. And we're all out of wood. And almost out of money too. What's going on here?
Beware! The bloody mistress despises those who kill her servants. Ugh, we're only winter here. Swamp would freeze over. Kill the skeeters dead.
Milady, you've a tick behind your ear. Looks he's about to burst.
Beware! The bloody mistress despises...
Alright, Carla, thank you for stopping by though. Always appreciate it. Hope you know that, and I hope that you have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you very soon. Have a wonderful week. Can't really trade right now. A local peasant by the name of Gozimir has requested an audience. He says he found a curious object in the Elven ruins, claims it emits a magical aura of some sort. I cannot vouch for the truth in his words, but the man himself seems soaked in an aura of hooch. Your Grace, do you wish to buy this so-called artifact? Yes, let's do it. Okay. One piece missing. So I should remember that I can trade some gold for wood with that merchant. Once I have a little more money.
Your Grace, the charts say we near Tusley.
Angren renders charts helpless to show the way, I fear. Soon we shall halt to sight our exact position. We will know then if our path is true.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Maybe this is Angren. And we probably have to go all the way this way. But first we have this.
Sensing a limp in her mount's gait, Meve ordered the column to halt. There was a thorn in her mare's hoof, burrowing deeper with every step. The horse whinnied and pulled her leg away, but Meve knew how to calm her. She stroked the mare's cheek, whispered slow words in her ear. She then extracted the thorn without difficulty.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
said the druid from behind Meve's back.
yet this
Oh,
is
no,
where
thorn,
our paths
yes.
diverge. We've a modest gift to thank you for the road shared, and for your aid at the obelisk to the marsh gods.
Meve wished to respond, but the druids had turned toward the woods, their satchels slung over their shoulders. The
Now she
queen
gets a
waited till they
wish,
were out
for
of
the
sight
horse
to
was
open the
actually a
barn.
unicorn!
Their gift was by no means modest.
Yeah, there was quite a bunch of money. Thank you so
The
much.
trees no longer wish us here. They call for someone else. This land is sick, defiled by a parasite that grows hungrier each day. Corruption flows from Isgith. It's there an evil lurks. This land is sick, defiled by...
Okay, what do we have here? Your Grace, one of our scouts has discovered a tree hollow filled with gold and precious stones. When he reached in to fetch one, all he got back was his own bloody stump of a hand. There's something inside that tree, and it's got some very sharp teeth. Let's get it. And have a look at the map. Yeah, let's move first to this direction. There's a thingy. More gold. Some morale. And then point of interest here. The dancing!
Oh, lads, I don't fancy twix, but you're ever good for pokes, and I'm arse over tits.
Meve and the horseman beside her exchanged a perplexed glance. They'd heard the song clearly, both its tune and its
We have
verse.
a party!
Whoever had hollered it had to be close, and given their diction, rather well oiled. Moments later, a hamlet
Well
appeared to the
oiled.
Lyrian's tired eyes. A great bonfire blazed at its center. Around it danced peasants, barefoot, giggling, hooting, joyful and carefree. One by one, they noticed the queen. Soon, all were silent, huddled together, children peering from behind their backs.
What's going on here?
Fear not.
Said Meve.
We mean you no harm. What do you celebrate? A lad's grooming? Nuptials?
Nay, my lady. Hell yes. The gods have been kind. Filled us nets and snares with game. Come time we thank them.
Yes. You've things to be thankful for.
We do, my lady. And we's poor folk. So a queen. Well, you must as well. Your Majesty, stay tonight, feast with us. There'll be music and plenty of rum by the fire.
Sure.
Why not?
Began Meve, daintily dismounting.
We all deserve some respite, I suppose.
The Lyrians needed no convincing. With astonishing haste, they removed mail and helmets, then eagerly joined in the fating and dance. Amidst the trilling of flutes, fifes, and fiddles, all those gathered
Yes,
revelled
party!
until dawn. They could rest at last, forget about Nilfgaard and the many beasts that prowled among the reeds. They'd long remember that night. The carefree laughter, peasant maids whirling in dance, the ale cold as a mountain spring, and the bread they crisped over the fire. Meve expected the villagers to request recompense for their welcome, yet the peasants made not the slightest mention of coin, and the queen was much moved by their kindness. Once again, those with the least had proved the most willing to share. The Lyrians did not assemble come the morn. The force marched off in the afternoon, unshaven, unbathed, dishevelled. Not normally one to overlook contempt for discipline, that day Meve understood even soldiers needed to let their guard down, at times.
Yes, that will be good for our soldiers. Sometimes you need a change of pace.
Admire, admire,
Oh, what a beautiful singing
for
voice.
our mistress all need be kneeled. Round my garden
Oh,
appeared an
another
eager
song.
leech, and I offered a drink, Round my garden,
Fine.
appeared an eager
It's good now. Jesus. Anything... Can I actually go here? This way? No. Oh. This... All blocked off, okay.
Ugly bad, play us more, you pros. Sing again, we'll dance a bit, and then we'll fix your nose. Ugly bad, play us more, you pros. Sing again, we'll dance a bit, and then we'll...
That is a very happy village. Can we just stay here? Like, just forget about our kingdom and all the war and stuff. Just live in that little village from now on. Have a fun time. Enjoy ourselves. Oh, okay. Guess not. And we are at Tuzla. Oh! Section end. Ooh. Didn't expect that. But I guess that the section here continues, right? Send out the scouts, though. Because maybe we can't return. It's really only the merchant on this side, so... let's travel to the merchant and exchange our wares. And then let's do that. Yeah. Pay for some wood. Because I feel like generally it's easier to get a hold of on some gold than on some wood here. Okay. Let's do it.
In Angren's swamps, one can easily lose one's way. Thick fog fills the air, paths end without warning, dense thickets obscure the distance. The sole way to determine one's position is to climb a tree and peer out over the canopy. This duty fell to Meve's scouts, while the force halted below. During one such delay, Meve caught the words she'd longed to hear.
Majesty! Tuzla Castle! Its tower! I see it!
To her soldiers' astonishment, Meve cast off her gauntlets and started up the nearest trunk. She longed to see the castle for herself, but then she would know sweet vengeance was at hand. The climb proved tricky as the trunk was slippery and the branches, run through with rot, were frail. Yet Meve showed herself to be skillful and spry. As a child, she had loved to scale trees, much to her governess' dismay. Meve looked out to see a mighty stone tower outlined against the horizon. Legend holds Tuzla Castle was to have had 3 such bastions. Yet King Ragbard, the fort's benefactor, had forsaken the effort when yet another stone transport simply sank into Angren's boggy roads. It was a moment of respite for Meve, a moment of quiet joy. She breathed and tasted air free of the bog stench. She took in silence undisturbed by the hum of mosquito swarms. And she relished her prospects. The coming battle against Caldwell.
Take the castle.
The soldiers stood exhausted and filthy, many with raspy coughs, all sick of the meager gruel. But with the command to advance, a new strength sparked within them. Their step was
everyone.
lively,
No,
a
we
fire
explode the
burned in
people's
their
eyes. That's what we do.
Each hoping to spill Caldwell's entrails, then dash them upon the fort walls. Yet as they drew near the stronghold, perched atop a stone isle, their verve
Stab them with
dwindled.
explosions.
Enthusiasm
Yes, that's
waned.
the spirit.
They had taken fortresses with thicker walls, taller towers, and manned by more men. Yet they'd never seen nor laid siege to a fort standing on land so ill-suited. To rush the bulwarks through waist-deep mud. Was this even possible? Meve consulted her engineer, Xavier, who alas had no notion how to better the Lyrians' odds. With heavy heart, Meve ordered her force to attack. She knew losses would be great, but saw no alternative. As she watched her soldiers drag themselves through mud toward the fort, Meve regretted her decision to part ways with Gascon and Reynard. Surely they'd have devised a plan, improved her army's chances. Yet she quickly dismissed these thoughts. Her so-called advisors had betrayed her and deserved to be banished. It was time now to bring Count Caldwell to justice.
Do it on our own. Caldwell was nowhere to be seen, which hadn't surprised me even the least. The Count never fought on the front. Instead, he preferred to stay back to galvanize the men by shouting encouragement and brandishing his sword, a blade that rarely tasted blood. Story battle, shortened battle. Okay, we can do it even without all our friends. We're on our own here. Okay, let's see. That's not too bad. Switch these out. Do like this. Switch this out.
Caldwell, I've come for your head.
I knew you'd come. Your lofty pride presages another dramatic fall.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Wise choice.
Oof, that's not good. Okay.
This could hurt.
Let's set fire to them. How do I want to play this now?
Dive it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Order!
Take them out.
If only Reynard and Gascon were here.
Don't even say it, they betrayed us.
Is today the day?
Skellige rascals. Oof.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her done in no time.
That's pretty nice.
Your life is mine now.
No.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Seized another unit. What do we have here? Damage an enemy and all enemies with the same power by 1. No, let's take this one.
I'm a monster.
Jump there.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
Retreat!
So what do we want to play now? Xavier and the Waldenburg.
My pain serves a purpose.
We can't give the charge now? Oh. Okay. There goes his ability. Let's do that. Boom. Let's hope for the best.
To the last!
So many cards left there. Kind of an issue.
John.
For the Queen!
Go. Oh, that was close.
No one touch him. The Count is mine.
Let's explode the Count.
Many of Meve's victories have been immortalized in poetry and song, but not the fall of Tuzla. Lyrians fought Lyrians. Brothers killed brothers in rain and mud midst a cursed swamp. Certainly nothing to inspire a bard. Near the battle's end, Meve stormed the great stone tower to which Caldwell had fled. The Queen ascended the stairs, dealing blow after blow, blood cascading down in her wake. She reached the top floor to find the Count waiting, with no intention to defend himself.
If it's mercy you expect, you'll be sorely disappointed.
Mercy? I know you all too well for that, Meve. Ever vindictive and cruel.
What?
All this from
You
a
son of a
paragon of
bitch.
knightly virtues. You stabbed me in the back, Caldwell, and used Willem to do so. My son!
Who agreed without a moment's hesitation? Forsaken by your own son, your flesh and blood. What's that say about you?
Oh, you tread on thin ice. Choose your next words carefully.
Spare me your threats. You'll kill me all the same.
Death can come in many ways, Count. Some quick, some slow.
My, how you strut and vaunt. Terribly sure of yourself. Perhaps too sure.
Your castle is mine. I've crushed your force. I dare say no, I'm not.
Precisely my point. Don't you see? The Empire's not one army, it's dozens, hundreds. It's what I strove to knock into that thick dome of yours. Alas, you're too much a dullard. Soon as I'd learned you'd crossed into Angren, I sent for reinforcements. They'll be here soon. 3 regiments, armed to the teeth.
They'll find your corpse impaled upon a spike, while I'll be long gone.
By which path, I wonder? But one bridge leads to Tuzla. As it happens, I ordered it raised as you laid siege. The swamps around the castle are too deep to cross. Try to rebuild the bridge, the Imperial troops will arrive before you can finish. Your men they'll slay as you watch, and then they'll wring your neck.
I wouldn't be so pleased were I you. You won't live to see this outcome.
I know that, but I take heart in the truth. Though the castle you've seized and will likely kill me, I've won. Outsmarted you, Meve. Twice now. And you know what? 'Twasn't even that hard.
With those words, with his arrogance and contempt, Caldwell had gone too far. The Queen gripped his
Explode
shoulders, pushed. Caldwell stumbled backwards, then tripped out the window. A blood-chilling shriek filled the courtyard, then broke off abruptly.
Now fool me thrice. Try.
Meve slapped the dust from her hands. The traitor had met a deserving
Yes!
end at last.
He exploded on the canvas.
Yet this was no time to revel in the Count's demise. If Caldwell had spoken the
Canvas
truth,
of
the Queen
life.
and her army were in grave danger.
We'll be
Meve's
fine.
scouts quickly confirmed the traitor's claim. The bridge was indeed in flames, and Nilfgaardian regiments were
Splat.
advancing from the south. Now to confirm if there was truly no other route by which they could flee, the Queen ordered her men to ask the local peasants. One of their number, a stable hand who'd lived near Tuzla all his life, claimed a secret path led out the back of the stronghold.
King Ragbard himself ordered it built. Had him drop great stones into its swamp.
Okay.
One after another, like beads on a string. Bitter water covers them, so you can't see nowt at start. Can make 'em out if you go proper slow, though.
What is it?
The stones, they lead to Isgith. And there, my lady, lurks an evil worse nor any black-clad army.
What? A beast of some sort?
Some say beast, others god. Gurnikora, they call her. And you're
Oh,
yet
boy.
see, my lady.
We heard of
Isgith shines
her
red with your blood.
multiple times now.
A silly tale to frighten children, Meve thought at first. Then paused. For something about the man's voice made his every word believable.
None too encouraging, yet preferable to certain death. Tell me, from Isgith, will we reach the banks of the Yaruga, near Red Lobenden perchance?
Aye, your majesty. You need but head north. And pray all along the way.
Soon,
We'll
Meve
be
stood where the stable hand
fine.
had said she should, at the edge of a vast marsh. Carefully, she dipped a foot into the broth and probed for solid ground.
Near Red Lobster, yes.
Sure enough,
They have
she found stone.
a restaurant there.
One cautious step, then another. Meve
You can
slowly
grab
strode
something
off towards
to
Isgith.
go, take away, and then you can go back to your home, to the swamp. Report of Guardian reinforcements. Count Caldwell speaks truth. Scouts reports powerful Nilfgaardian army marching from south. Foragers riding ahead, requisitioning enough food for 6-7 regiments, plus cavalry and war machines. We stand no chance against such strength. Immediate retreat advised. Letter from Abdahi to Palatine Caldwell. I've denied your request to return to Lyria. Admittedly, your argument that as a young ruler, King Willem needs the support of an experienced statesman is entirely grounded. I assure you, however, that if the need arises, I personally shall advise the king. At the present moment, your towns are... We read that, though, before. Where is the... There, reinforcement cards. Choose an ally and play all copies of it from your deck. Ooh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll think about it. Can do something else here? Oh, we can actually do this now. Let's do it! We are fully upgraded. Yes. The R2 Adapt Plus. Hi. Fully upgraded. That's nice. Oh, we haven't talked to Arnulf.
Arnulf, find a place at one of the tables. Have a drink. Meet my men.
Think there's been a failure to communicate, lass? I didn't join your army to meet men, but to meet death. A good, honorable death. Quicker you lead me to that, the better.
I mean...
I wish not to pry, but why do you long for death?
For only death can cleanse me of shame. You must have heard what they call me. Arnulf the Patricide. A moniker I earned. Oh, I did.
To die by one's child's hand. A terrible fate. And it shall be mine as well if I lose this war.
But did you earn it, this fate?
What? Not always have I been just with Willem. I dismissed him, neglected him, but...
Neglected? Listen, lass. My da, he beat me till my skin turned blue and I chucked red bile. He'd drink and beat, drink and beat. My brother, Ove, da clobbered him to death. My ma, she took her own life. Never met this son of yours. But I know yous a bit now, and I can say this. No kin of yours needs slaying.
Thank you.
I can't help but wonder, what does it signify? The tattoo on your head?
Ain't a tattoo. Carved these runes with a knife.
The method makes little difference. What do they mean?
Aim here. Message for enemy archers.
That's pretty badass.
Don't seem they can read it. At least not from a distance. And when they get close, it's already too late for them.
Fair enough.
So long, Arnulf.
Yes, my lady?
What is ground beef face saying?
Other matters
Nothing?
await my
Okay.
attention.
As you wish, my lady.
I'm pleased to see you again, Mom.
Aim here
Duty
is pretty
calls.
good.
Of course.
Right on his forehead. So, we have all this ahead. But this is where we will continue next time. Because for today, that's enough. And then on Friday, we will have the Meve Marathon, where I will start 2 hours earlier than usual, 6 p.m. Central European Time. And we'll play through the rest of the game. So no matter how long it takes, we will play through the rest of Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales on Friday. That should be a lot of fun. And on Sunday, I will continue with Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and we will also do Giveaway Sunday, where I am giving away a game to one lucky winner. But now, thank you everyone for joining me. It was a pleasure as always. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and hope that you have a nice few days, and maybe we will see each other on Friday for some more Thronebreaker. Also on YouTube, still going on Clicks and Classics and other good stuff, all the VODs there as well, so you may want to check that out. But that'll be it for today for me. Let's see if we can rate someone. And then I'll say good night. Let's see. Can I get the raid machine going? Let's send you over to Luckless. He's playing through Sekiro. Let's rate Luckless, love, Locks, and say hi to Luckless. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you soon, maybe on Friday. Until then, have a great time.